We have about 2 minutes till the market opens on up. I am up $277 at this moment. I do have 150 shares on the short side over on the stock of CRCL. The reason why I'm shorting CRCL is just because I do think momentum is going to shift on the previous hottest new IPO. IPOs, initial public offerings. People get excited the first time that a stock is now available to the public for you to be able to invest into it. The greatest example I can think of is going over and taking a look at Hood. When I take a look over on Hood, HOOD, Robinhood, the broker, what can we see? We can see when that stock first IPO'd, it went crazy. Everyone was excited. This big mobile broker that everyone uses and knows, guess what? It was live. And then it came crashing all the way back on down. It was almost like, again, Reddit, right? Our DDT. We could see times where, again, we have this new IPO go on this massive spike, and then again, it comes crashing back on down. What I want you guys to understand and really gauge out of this is a lot of times when you have a new IPO on a company that people are excited about, it usually goes on a very big spike. And I mean, we can clearly see that. CRCL went from $60 and ripped and ran and spiked and climbed all the way up towards $140. I mean, I don't know what else you can ask for. I just think, again, after 3 to 4 days, momentum is starting to shift. I think after 3 to 4 days right here, CRCL, what do we have? Well, I have a lot of these support and resistance lines right now. We had a few things happen here. Number one, you guys can see at this moment, we did have a beautiful uptrend, didn't we? We had a beautiful bounce play, bounce play, bounce play. We had a beautiful uptrend, but then we formed this nice long upper shadow. Now, as we formed this nice long upper shadow right here, we started crashing. Upper shadow is one of our go-to areas, one of our go-to ways to know that a stock is going to reverse. Then we started forming a new uptrend. New uptrend started forming right here. Let's again connect some of the dots. We have our, again, bullish to bearishness area. And you guys can see right here, we are starting to crack that bullish to bearish area. You guys can see right here, we are going from bullishness to bearishness. And now, again, we have a lot of weakness and a lot of room to fall. And just like this, ladies and gentlemen, $700, $800, $800 almost in the bank right now as the market's dropping, as we're going live. $800 at this moment, still getting weaker. I have 150 shares on the short side. We're up almost $900. There's, again, a nice sell-off. There's a nice drop. Let's switch on over towards a 1 minute time frame. Bang, baby! Bang! $800. Let's see if we keep getting weaker at this moment. What a sell-off. 111. Let's keep on going lower. I'm going to take my gains right here, guys. Out of this play right here, right now, with $946 locked in. Guys, I just made $946 right in front of your eyes. I just made $946. Just made $946 right in front of you. Telling you how simple this is. It's so easy. Lock in, everyone. Lock in. Think about it right now, because I know not every single person here is a full-time stock trader. How long would it take you to make $946? Would that be 1 day of work? Would it be 1 hour of work? Would it be, in my instance right here, would it be 5 minutes of work? Or would it be 3 days? Would it be 5 days? Would it be 2 weeks? Would it be, again, 7 days of you sitting in traffic, sitting there for 8 hours a day, being in front of a boss, being in front of an employee, this, and then finally getting that paycheck? That's the beautiful thing about stock trading. The beautiful thing is I can make more money than what some people make an entire week within 5 minutes. But now, what's the issue? The issue is, do I keep on going, or do I just walk away and say I'm happy? Look for another class setup, A class setup, A1 sauce that I could be able to say, all right, hey, let's nail that play. $1,000 a day doesn't hurt anyone. $1,000 a day, again, lock it up, enjoy the rest of your day. But I see a lot of people make $700 and then throw it away on a bad trade. They, again, make $800 and say, Deck, this would take me 3 weeks to make at my job. And then guess what? They throw it all away in a bad trade. If you're making $400 right here, guys, hey, beautiful. Go out, enjoy the beach. It's summertime, baby. Go enjoy it, right? So I always have an understanding of how much money you can make in such a short amount of time as well. KLTO is the previous #1 top gainer of the day. Stock went from 20 cents and spiked up to $1.80. That was a 760% increase. This morning, we had another massive gap up. Stock's gone from $3 up to $3.60. That's adding about another 1,000% over on this play. Collectively, KLTO has surpassed 1,500% in the last 24 hours. And KLTO is still having buying volume behind the stock. As of now, we are having a downtrend at this moment with an uptrend. If we go back above this area, shorts are going to get out. Shorts are going to get scared. Shorters are going to cover up their position, and we could see a squeeze back on up towards around 390. If all of a sudden it starts fading and falling and we go underneath 350, we could definitely see some weakness and a drop all the way back down to $3. For myself, I'm again just staying ready. So KLTO, watching to see, are we going to pop on up? If we do pop on up, we could look for entries right around 390. If it cracks on down and we have room to fall down to the VWAP, we could get entries back underneath sub 350. And if it keeps going explosive, we'll see how high this one can get up towards. So right now, again, we definitely have opportunities across the board on an extremely overbought stock that has room to fall back on down. So KLTO right here, team. Notice again, back inside this little wedge. We got to make a move here soon. I'm adjusting this wedge and making it a little tighter. I'm going to color coordinate it a little bit. You know, let's put the bottom support in purple, put the top resistance over in red. Kind of stands out a little bit more for us. We also can see the high of the day so far up near around that 390. We'll put that in black. That's going to be our area. And obviously our target, if the stock does start fading and falling, is going to be back on down towards the VWAP right here. The VWAP area, that's going to be a nice short mark for us. So team, right now, things are getting a little bit weaker. Are we about to get a little bit of that sell-off? Can we get a little bit of that drop, or is buying volume going to try to move on in? Guys, I'm going to enter right here and look for another shorting opportunity. I'm going to enter right here, and I'm going in 2,600 shares looking for a short. I want to see if we're going to crack here. So I'm in right now. I am in right now. You guys can see my position currently, again, up $78. I want to see, can I be able to make, you know, $300, $400 on this play if we can crack this wedge? Now, again, if we crack this wedge, we have all this room to fade and fall. I'm going to give it a chance because we have had a stock that's up over 1,500%, stock that has a wedge pattern, cracking its wedge pattern. I want to see, again, stop losses take over as we go from bullishness to bearishness on the uptrend and see if we can truly get that weakness. All it takes is that one nice red candle to kind of kill things on off. If we go back above the price of 360, I'm 100% out. Just a little heads up for every single person. Oh, we're still, again, moving ourselves back on up here slightly. If I have to get out, again, I keep it tight. I have a game plan. What's my game plan? Watch for the trend line to crack. Watch for the wedge to crack. If the wedge does not crack, that's no longer following my game plan. Moving itself on up here slightly. If it goes up a little bit more, I'll be willing to get out when I'm down 5 cents, 6 cents, because it's not following my game plan then. If it does not dump, I'm getting out. Break of the red line, squeeze could happen, so you got to be careful of the squeeze. Now, again, back underneath 350, we're back in the green looking for the sell-off. Let's see if, again, stop losses can get hit now. Let's see if shorters are going to start getting scared. 1,500% gap up in the last 2 days. We have all the room in the world to fade and fall. We have all this room right here to drop. We have all this room to get weaker. We have all this room to get ugly. So again, KLTO right here, if we can actually get some stop losses hit, if we can get a little bit of negative momentum, we could easily go all the way down here. So this is what I like to see. What I like to see is that we do have this downtrend. If it goes above 355, we are getting out most likely, just because we have this uptrend. This uptrend cracking here where we had bounce play, bounce play, bounce play, we should start seeing a nice sell-off. And it tried there for a second. It's trying to get the sell-off. We want to actually see that hard red candle. Hard red candle, and it's just because stop losses should be hitting as, again, we cross over from bullishness to bearishness. Right now, don't get me wrong, we're up $130. Nothing wrong with a free $130 at this time, but it should be, again, you know, even more. It should be, you know, down to 335, should be down to 336, 234. There we go, a little bit more money, $260. So now, again, we are getting a little bit more of this crack. Now, again, 340, 338. Now, again, the momentum is starting to build. Now we're up $312 at this moment. Now it's at 337. Notice how, again, we have that shift in momentum. 336, 335. That's what I'm more looking at. Traders, again, we're up $442. Now this is what I'm talking about. $520. Team, I'm going to take my gains right there at $526. All right, team. So far on the day, I am up currently just shy of $1,500 on the day. Ladies and gentlemen, they say they love the shorting. They say, is the kid back? Is the kid back? Is the guy back to, again, shorting stocks? Is the guy back to, again, doing what he does best? One of the best out there, maybe some of the best out there. Let's tune in. Let's come over to tradecaster.com every day. Let's tune the fuck in. Every single trade is going to be done live for you. Every single trade will be me speaking out loud, telling you exactly my thought process, when I'm doing it, where I'm doing it, what price I'm doing it, why I'm doing it, so you can agree, so you can disagree, so you can get inside my head, so you can understand my thought process. I want you to become a better trader, not just a follower, a better trader. That's how you guys are going to be becoming better, by watching me, asking questions, and growing every single day.